All right, we are out for a Saturday evening stroll. Trying out some new gear. Got a new camera, new mic. Hopefully that's all sounding good and looking good. Got the new Copyright CarPlay on, installed. It's not 100% done. I got a mount coming. I don't like how far this sticks out from here. I got a mount coming that's going to be flush. So it's going to sit back in there another 3 inches. And then I'm going to try to reroute these wires a little bit, maybe behind here and behind the windshield and around. Right now I got it on the backup camera. I like that because I can see behind me better and see if anybody's coming up on me. And I know where I'm at, so I don't need the maps, but it's got a whole bunch of different options and maps and music and everything else, which is cool. I'm still learning it. And I got switches down here. I can answer the phone, switch screens. I got lights, new lights. And let me tell you, these things light up the night. They are incredible. I'll get them on right this second, but yeah, so out for a nice Saturday evening stroll. We've had stuff going on all day and don't have anything that I have to be up early for tomorrow to do. Looks like some fresh fruit. And thought I'd bring you guys along for a little cruise out in the country. Tomorrow I gotta change the oil in my car, wash both vehicles, and I need to put a wash on this too. I've been riding it to work and it's really dusty at work and dirty. So, and I just did a service on this last week. Did a fresh oil change, filter, and then also changed out the gear oil for some fresh gear oil. None of them were due. It says like 6,000 miles in between services, but I don't operate like that. I had the first, it's got 2,200 miles on it. I had the first service done with all the break-in fluids at 500 miles. They say 6, but I had an appointment and that's all I got on it between then. And then I did it again last week at, well, it was just about 2,000 miles. I've put 200 miles on it since I've done the service. And I did it because they were a year old and I wanted fresh stuff in there at least once a year. And since I live in the Pacific Northwest, I don't get all sorts of riding in, but I ride when I can, and I'm a new rider, so I've been a little hesitant of getting out there as much as I should. But I'm doing better. Been slowly working myself in and riding it to work more often and going out. Let's throw these lights on. Yeah, see? And at night they're crazy. We'll turn them back off so we're not blinding people. But I still have my headlight and my marker lights that are on. That just really helps. I live out in the country, so riding to work early mornings, I leave the house. Well, it changes every day, but I leave the house around 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. depending on what we got going on that day. So even in the summertime, it's dark when I leave. And it's dark when I get to work. And yeah, very happy with him. Got a family out walking their kid. It's a perfect day for that. I'm sure there's nobody coming. Good. So yeah, and I do my services on my car. The car says 10,000 miles from the factory, and I do mine every 5,000. Oil and filter and everything I do is always full synthetic, because I'm kind of anal about my stuff. And I got synthetic oil in the pressure washer and synthetic hydraulic oil in the pump, and I got, see, now here's a good spot to have these lights on. We'll just turn them on. I got synthetic oil in the lawnmower. I run mixed synthetic oil, 2-stroke for the other things, yard tools that I have that are 2-stroke. And I run non-ethanol and everything, including this. Everything but my car. My car gets regular unleaded, but that'd just be way too expensive, and there's not as many gas stations around that carry the non-ethanol. I have to travel a little bit to go get it. One of my goals here in the near future is to take this scooter camping and take you guys along for the ride. I've never scooter camped, and I have all the stuff to do it. And I've even fitted the bike, made sure everything fits, and it does very nicely. And for like a one, maybe I could get a 2-night stay depending on the cooler size. But a 1-night stay. And I do have a campground I'm looking at. And I might take you guys for a ride tomorrow. I want to go check it out. I'm kind of picky with my campgrounds. I like it to be a little bit private. I hate having people around. I'd love to go do dispersed camping, but this isn't really the bike, and it's too nice to take it off-road up into the woods. So someday, future plans in the far future, I would love to get some sort of ADV dual sport bike. And the two that I'm kind of got my eyes on, and I have likes and dislikes about both, The first one is the BMW GSA. The technology's killer, but there's not a lot of people around here anymore that work on them. And the main dealership that I would have gone and trusted, I'm not sure, but for whatever reason, they no longer service BMWs anymore. And BMWs always want to be plugged in and updated, and you have to have special tools to work on them, and yada yada yada. But the technology in those bikes is incredible, and you pay for what you get. They are stupid expensive. And then the other bike that I'm looking at is which hasn't been around that long, but is the Harley Davidson Pan America. And that's something, I can change the oil and fluids on and kind of service myself at home, which would be cool. And they got active suspension and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm finding with those is they're losing their value rather quickly. And I know everything brand new loses its value to an extent, but they're like 20 to 23 grand brand new, and you can find them on Marketplace with like 1,200, 1,500 miles, and they're like $12,000, $13,000, $14,000. It's like it's almost a $10,000 hit. I mean, that's insane. And the issue I'm having is I'm so anal with my stuff that I would want a brand new one, because I would want to be there for the the break-in process and know everything about it, and it's been untouched, and put the accessories on it that I want on it and things like that, and know that all the service has been done on time and correctly and things like that. But a bike with 1,200 miles is still pretty much brand new, but the cost is dramatically less. And I'd like to be able to take some longer trips, even out on the road, travel, do some touring, and with those bikes you can. And I know with these bikes you can too. They're just not as comfortable, and you can't pack as much stuff on the Vespas here, the scooters. But I am getting more adventurous. I want to take it to the coast at some point before the weather turns. I think that would be a fun trip, and stay the night or camp or something. One of the Vespa clubs here in Portland, and there's multiple, is actually going to the coast in a couple weeks for a stay. I don't think I'm going to make that one. But that would be kind of fun to ride in the group, and then they do rides. It's a 3-day deal. You gotta take, me personally, I would have to take Friday off, because I leave at like, 10 or 11 on Friday morning at a meetup point or breakfast or whatever. And then they take off and come back on Sunday, and then they do some rides, while they're out at the coast. And that'd be really cool. So I've kind of undecided, but kind of decided I'm probably not going to make that one. And but I would love to do it. And then let's see. we got somebody up here. You know what? Let's go left here. I haven't been left up this road in quite a while. And up at the top is a really beautiful view. One thing about having these on in the evening like this time and these dark areas is being visual to other people. There's a lot of, I know it looks like I'm in a rural area, but there's a lot of homes and driveways, and they're pretty blind till they get out, and these aren't roads that are traveled as often as others, and so a lot of time their natural instinct is they just kind of pull out, I've noticed. And so I always obviously am cautious and have these as kind of some daytime lights, especially through these darker areas in here. So, but yeah, I want to do some camping videos, which I think would be really cool. Some camp cook videos. If you guys want to see how I wash my Vespa with the matte finish and the stuff I use, I could show you that if you want. I got lots of kind of rides planned in my head that I could go do. I kind of like the view here. I watch a lot of riding videos of all types of bikes and scooters, and I like the videos where I can kind of see the dash. It almost feels first person, you know? So maybe that person that used to be able to ride, that can't ride anymore, can kind of watch the video and kind of daydream and live through you. And I do the same thing when the weather's bad or whatever, or it's late at night and laying in bed, and I'll watch a riding video and, you know, picture that it's me on that bike doing that ride. And so it inspires me to do other things, what other YouTubers do and the content that they create, and I figured I'd just share my journey with you guys. And if there's anything you guys want to see or want me to go do, let me know down in the comments, and see if I can make that happen. Also have been considering, I have some rain gear, but it's not really that good. It was some hand-me-down that my neighbor gave me, and I have worn it, and it has kept me dry, but I'd like to get more of like a riding suit that's going to keep me a little bit warmer, you know, and maybe do some riding videos in the rain, since we get a lot of that here in the Pacific Northwest. That way I can get some more content out for you guys, and that'd be cool. But we got lots of waterfalls around where I live and things like that, so you can doing some day trips. Maybe people that have never explored the Pacific Northwest and are thinking about coming out here and want to see what it's like, or maybe it inspires them to stop at a certain place or go check something out that I've shown or posted. Gives them ideas. That'd be cool. I always run the GPS mileage off my phone so I can see how fast I'm going. One, because of my eye vision, I can't see the dash down here, especially with the camera on. But two, like it says we're going 43, or here I'll speed up again. Like down here we're doing 46. It's 41 down here, 42. The Vespa Speedo's never been accurate, and from day one, and I've heard from everybody that that's just how they are. They're all a little bit off, but I don't like to get myself into any kind of trouble, and I'm not one of those riders. I'm out there for the cruise, man. Enjoy the ride. I don't need to be going fast. I got a family I take care of, and I don't need to be doing stupid stuff. That's just not my style of riding. And I also don't need tickets, so I just like to keep an eye on my speed, especially when I get down into town. I got a commercial license, and I got a completely clean record, and I want to screw that up. So I think when I get up top here, the view is gorgeous coming down. But I think when I get up here, these trees are all growing up too. But I think I'm gonna get off and take a little picture. There's nobody behind me. Stop here and take a photo of the bike with all the lights on. It might not get that with that sun though. Let's see. Some people coming by, so we'll let them go by first. Okay. See if I can get a shot. Okay. We're at okay. We're at 2,654 feet. I think my house is 500 or 600, so a little ways above that. We're just going to go up here another quarter mile and hang a yay. Can't wait to get that other mount. This is so far from the window. I want it tucked in there on that bar, so I got a flat mount coming. Must have bumped something. Carpy Ride's talking to me. And there's a homeless trailer up here, so we're gonna just do I normally turn around right about where that trailer is. I don't need to go see what they're doing. But I don't know how well that's coming out with the sun beating down on us this late, evening. It's after 8 o'clock. But when it's clear and that sun's up, and you can see for 20 miles. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end it here with this beautiful view. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I have more videos to come. I'm going to try to stack up some videos for this winter. So they might not be all in chronological order or whatever. But, yeah, let me know what you guys want to see also. And see if we can get some of that going. So if you liked the video, like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications, leave me a comment. I'll try to get back to everybody. Right now, while my channel's small, it's very easy to get back to everybody. As it hopefully grows, it might not be so easy, but I will do my best. And appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching.